Hello and welcome to our new Scratch programming video. Today we'll be making a game called Cat the Mouse Chaser. Let's begin. So we will start the game development by logging into our online Scratch software. Now we have started a new project, but doing the game, before making the game, let us discuss what we are going to do today. So today we'll be making only half of the game, and these are the following steps that we will be taking today. Selection of sprites and stage, making the cat move across the stage, adding one more costume to the cat so that it looks like the cat is moving, selection of the starting point for cat, and movement of the mouse across the stage so that the cat can chase them and eat them. So let's begin. So the cat that we want is not this one, we'll delete it, we want the other cat. So we'll go to the available sprite option, and here we have a cat 2 sprite. So we'll take this. So this is kind of an upper view of the cat. Now let us also select the prey for our cat, which are mouse, obviously. MOUSE mouse. We have only one sprite for mouse. We have selected that. Now let us select a backdrop. Now backdrop could be anything for us. I am taking a very plain backdrop today of this circle. So this will be my backdrop. Over here the cat and the mouse both will run. So first of all, let us keep this mouse aside, and the second thing that we need to do is to make the cat move. Now it is very similar to our Hungry Shark game. So first of all, we'll go to the when green flag click option, and here inside that I'll select a forever. Now I want the cat to move according to my mouse pointer. So here I'll take this point towards mouse pointer option, and after that I'll add this move step. So I'll make it only 2 steps. So this program will make my cat move wherever the mouse pointer goes. So this was the second step that we were supposed to do. Now our cat can follow the mouse pointer and move all across the stage wherever the mouse pointer goes. So the second thing of the day is also done. Now let us add one more costume to the cat sprite so that it looks like the cat is moving. So we'll go to the costumes of cat. We only have one costume for this cat, so we will duplicate this. And now please pay attention. Now here this is the second costume. Now I want this to be the mirror image of the first one. So I'll be just clicking on this flip vertical. So these are the 2 costumes. Now if you flip them in between each other, then it will be looking like the cat is actually moving and moving its tail. So let us go back to the code, and I'll add one more forever block and green flag click. Now inside this forever, the only thing that will be happening is the costume change. So I'm taking this next costume block from looks, and I'm adding a small delay in between the costumes change. So let us see what exactly it looks like. So this is how the cat looks like. It's wiggling its tail all across the stage as it moves. So this is kind of a proper cat now. So that was the third thing of today. Now let us select a starting point for our cat. Now I want the cat to start its journey from here, right at the bottom left of the stage, and I want the cat to actually face 90 degree here like this. So this is the position. So here the x's value and y's value is visible to you, but how we can fix it? We will go to the motion block. Now here there is a block called go to x and y. This has the default, this has the updated value of your sprite whenever it is shifted throughout the state. So right now the current value is minus 164. So I'll make it minus 165 for x and minus 140 for y, and we'll keep this in the beginning. Whenever the game starts, the cat should start its journey from this point, and always it should be facing 90 degree. So for that point in direction block is used. So now whenever the game will start, the cat will start its journey from this point pointing towards 90 degree. So that was the fourth thing that we needed to do, and that was the cat's code for today in this program. Now let us see what should be the code for our mouse, how we will make the mouse move across the stage. So here I have the mouse. Now I need to make this mouse a bit smaller, so I'll make it to 60%. So now this is very small. I want this mouse to start its journey whenever the game starts from the center of the stage. Now how to go to the center? I'll keep x and y both as 0. So this is the exact center point. So this is the center point of the stage. So whenever the game starts, the mouse should start its journey from this point. Now as soon as the mouse appears on the stage, it should glide all across the stage. So we'll go to again motion, we have a glide option. So we'll take this glide to random position and we'll make this glide to 4 seconds as of now. Now let us check that. So the mouse is actually moving all across the stage with random speed. So here we are, we have done till the mouse gliding. Now what I want is the mouse also should change its costume. So we'll do the same thing. We'll again go to green flag click. We'll again select a forever. Like similarly what we have done for the cat, I'll take next costume. I'll take a random wait option and let us keep a small delay of 0.2 seconds. So this is how now the mouse will actually look like when it will be moving across all the stage. Now let us add one twist here. Now there is this time which is always fixed. So what we can do is we can make it random. So I'll go to operator, I'll take this pick random 1 to 10. I'll make it any value between 1 to 4. Now let us check how it goes. So it can move with any random speed all across the stage. Now I want the cat to eat the mouse. So here inside only we will take one more block and we'll add an if statement. So I'll take one more forever and I'll add one if statement inside it. Now what that if statement will say, if the cat will touch the mouse, we should hide the mouse, and so that it looks like the cat has eaten it. So we will go to motion, sensing, and we'll take this touching block, and instead of mouse pointer I'll make it cat 2. So whenever the mouse touches the cat 2, it should actually be hidden so that it looks like the cat has eaten it. But once you have done that, in the next run of the game the mouse will not be shown because it's hidden once. So whenever the game starts, you should be actually adding this show here on the main program. So now let us see whether the cat, yeah, so it looks like the cat has eaten. Now let us have one more go. Now the cat is moving slowly towards mouse. So yeah, we have completed today's work for the program of our cat the mouse chaser. Now let us save the program with the same name, cat the mouse chaser, and it has been saved. Let us meet in the next video when we'll be completing the game and testing it. Bye.